See you. What can you tell me about the other islands?
There's Muffington Island, but I'd stay away from there.
Why?
No one's ever come back from there.
Good reason.
Then there's Gofuku Island. It's so totally boring, just old statues, weird signs, lots of fog and mystery and stuff.
Who wants that?
For reals, dude. And don't go to Phallus Rock either. Ships sink there all the time.
Why is it called that?
There's a big rock, and it doesn't look like a forearm to me.
Relax.
Okay, folks, it's time for a laugh. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience. Just too bad you're not here. Except for you, in the back. What's your name?
Larry. Larry Laffer.
You sure look like it, too. It's one dynamite joke after another today. Today's the premiere of my new stage show, featuring exclusive new material never before heard on any stage in the world.
Wow.
An orc, a troll, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar. The Mandalorian says, "I roll a 7." The orc drops dead in its tracks. Says the Mandalorian, "Hey, I didn't shoot first." Okay. That one's kinda so-so. Why did the rogue
I'll take one.
go to an LGBTQ plus tavern? He was looking for traps. I don't understand that one either. Hey, I'm trying to work here. What do you want?
I find your jokes.
Yes?
Killer.
Thanks. A man of the world with refined taste.
Somehow no one has ever called me that before.
Then I'm the only one who understands you.
You know, that kind of worries me now. You ever get too old to be a comedian?
Honestly, I've been asking myself that for a while now. This rock star life in the spotlight, it's pretty exhausting.
I thought you were a comedian, not a rock star.
Hey, that's disrespectful.
Have you ever heard your own jokes?
True enough, I guess.
Your jokes are kind of odd.
I made them all up myself.
You did?
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I take advice from my team.
You have a team?
Stop the interrogation already. Yeah, I take what I can get. Actually, I copy it all from a joke book. And I don't even have that anymore. I lost it. I had it with me at that crazy festival. Maybe somebody there switched. Instead, now I got this book about role-playing games. But they're kinda strange. I mean, who wouldn't want to dress up as a sexy nurse or something in a role-playing game, but a mage? A healer? Or a dwarf? Well, I guess I'll just have to make the best of it.
Can I have this book on role-playing games?
The only thing I'd swap it for would be a decent joke book. Preferably the one I know. If you can get me that, you can have this Dungeon Master crap.
Well, I'll let you get back to clowning around.
Hey, comedy is a serious business.
I don't think so. He
Let's try this.
wouldn't like that.
Why did the City Watch shoot the Warlock on sight? Because he was a black magician. This isn't gonna work. I better go back and test it
So
again.
let's see. always wanted to have an inflatable crocodile in my pants. How's the water?
Wet. You stupid or what? Stick your hand in if you want to know for sure.
I didn't mean to.
Don't care what you meant.
Have you been here at the hotel long?
Are you implying that I've been here since the 80s?
No, of course not.
I have, though. My second husband ripped off this stupid investor and took him for a cheap suite. And then I ripped him off. Now the suite is mine.
I'm sure he deserved it.
You better believe it. Only number 5 was worse.
And now you're living the good life here?
Nah, I'm looking for a new husband. Let's hope number 8 is better than number 7 and is packing more in his pants than number 6. How about you, kid? You already spoken for?
Nope.
Nah, forget it. You look like you slept in your clothes. And anyone who shows up in front of me in a wedding suit can't be trusted.
I don't know if I should feel like she saw right through me or if I should feel insulted. How's the husband hunt going?
Kinda stalled. Had a candidate in mind. Then he went swimming one night and disappeared. Well, one of his feet washed up on the beach. Don't want to marry a foot.
Nice drink.
Straight alcohol. Only way I can tolerate this meaningless existence.
You mean the whole leisurely floating in a pool under the tropical sun thing?
Here's mud in your eye, kid.
I have to get going. Don't drown. Then I'll just grab this energy drink. Hey, Shawnee! How's the backpacking going?
It's pretty hard when there aren't many people around.
Because they don't give you enough money?
Sort of. Even the guy in the lobby won't give me any of his tips.
That could be because he works for them.
He just stands around all the time, not working. Besides, he probably's just using them for drugs.
True enough, I guess. Do you have any tips on how I can backpack too?
Oh, you're doing all right with that raggedy outfit of yours.
I beg your pardon? This is a wedding suit.
Your expression's good too. Just a little confused, hungry, and pleading.
Hey, I always look like this.
Then you should be able to manage a trip around the world.
Who are these people who give you money?
They're from all different walks of life. I just have to build an emotional connection to them so that they understand my spiritual journey. Some people have real problems with that. They're just not in touch with themselves.
Or they're stingy.
Or that. I came to this archipelago to thank one of my benefactors personally. He founded this new, totally hip cryptocurrency and opened a new headquarters with his employees here on an island.
Cryptocurrency?
I'm sure you've heard of it. Clickcoin? Don't ask me exactly how that works. I haven't been able to use it to pay for anything yet, but it's good to have a reserve in your wallet.
Wallet?
Anyway, they're headquartered on an island that's completely inaccessible. An island completely surrounded by reefs. A lot of ships have gone down there. Some of them are really old. They must have been wrecked centuries ago.
Larry, according to Sir Muffington's log, his ship, the Unsatisfied, sank off a storm-tossed island here. We should take a closer look at that island.
You're right about that. But Shawnee, why did they open their headquarters in a place like this?
For security reasons, they said. It's private there. It's unregulated offshore waters and all that.
What can you tell me about the island with the dangerous reefs and the waves? Like, for example, its name?
No idea. But the coordinates of the island are -20 and 3. And your ship will have to be especially well equipped to prevent it from being wrecked too.
All I have is a raft.
Then even more so. You should put bumpers on both ends of your raft, otherwise the waves will toss you around and smash you against the rocks.
That would be a bad thing. Wanna go with me?
No, I'll let fate decide. When the stars are right, the perfect wave will carry me there.
If that works.
I float through life like a feather on the wind.
See you later. The crocodile provides perfect protection for one side of my raft. Not a good idea. That's fine. That... Better. I have to...
What? How did you get out?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
Get back in there.
Yoo-hoo! Could you come back in here?
What is it now?
How long have you actually been living on the island?
Oh, for quite a while now.
But do you know where you were before?
I only have a vague memory. I was very young, but that doesn't matter. We're living in paradise here, as long as we follow the holy book.
What is your holy book?
It contains all the rules we need to live a good life. It tells us what is right and what is wrong. The book is really old, but it was damaged. Fortunately, we were able to put it back together. But, sometimes I'd like to try some of the things that are wrong.
Who doesn't?
But whenever we do something that is not according to the rules in the Holy Book, Sister Superior comes to haunt us. She makes her way through the village and scares us. I was talking to Otis the other day, and I noticed how good she smells. Somehow kind of spicy. Different from everyone else here. It made me curious. But then the Sister Superior appeared and yelled at me to keep my hands to myself.
About Otis.
What about her?
So you're kind of curious about her.
Yes, there's something about her that's kind of manly. Sister Superior can't be allowed to hear this.
Of course.
I'm just curious about what it would be like with her, you know? Is that normal? I think I'm the only one here that feels that way.
Sister, if you're asking this guy what normal is, you've come to the wrong place.
Quiet, Pie. There's nothing wrong with you being attracted to him. I mean, her. I mean, after all, you've already had a look in my pants.
Have you forgotten that that's not necessarily representative and it might put someone off?
I will turn you off in a second. Maybe you should just talk to Otis again.
I can't do that. I'm on guard duty and I can't just walk away. And how am I supposed to know if I'd even really be interested in the contents of his pants?
Maybe something can be done about that. About it.
What about?
So you're...
Yes, man. Sister Superior. I'm just... Is that normal?
Sis,
Quiet. I mean...
have you?
I will... Maybe you should...
I can't, and how?
Maybe... Can I have an audience with the Queen?
Of course not. The Queen has given strict orders that she is not to be disturbed.
Why? What is she doing?
She says she's organizing us.
You must admit, that sounds like an excuse to take a nap.
Quiet.
See you later. That Wendy girl finds you interesting.
Really? That would be great.
You like her too?
When I look at her, something happens down there.
That sounds familiar. So you're interested in Wendy, she's interested in you.
But I'm really not certain she's actually interested in me.
Look at yourself. A man like you. Your cute fingers. And then there's that distinctive headdress, not to forget. These clumsy little feet. So,
I don't know. I can't say I'm really convinced. Those things make me feel uncomfortable and unattractive. Wendy would just laugh at me.
What is it now?
About Odin.
What about him?
So you're
Yes, man. Sister Superior.
Of course.
I'm just curious. Is that normal?
Sister, if you're...
Quiet, Pa. I mean, after all, you've already...
Have you forgotten that...
I will turn... Maybe you should just...
I can't do that. And how am I supposed to know if I'd even really be in?
Maybe something can be... See you later. That Wendy girl finds you, so you're interested.
But I'm really not.
Look at yourself. Your barbaric tresses. And then there's your sonorous, powerful voice. Not to forget your penetrating masculine gaze. So,
You're right. I really am completely manly. Well, maybe I should actually reach out to Wendy. But how can I make her curious about me?
well, you're wearing that loincloth.
It gives me a lot of freedom down below. And everything dangles so nicely.
I've learned that nowadays, people send each other photos of their, you know.
What's the photo?
Just let me take one. Wendy will be thrilled.
If you say so.
Okay, hold still. Let me take a picture.
Does it hurt?
Only if you put it on the internet.
Where?
Let's not talk about that. Yoo-hoo! Could you come back in here?
What is it now?
I have a photo here that might interest you.
Show me. Wow. So this is what they look like ungrilled? Are they all so hairy?
All depends on where you shave.
Well, I like it.
Maybe you should talk to Otis about this.
That's a good idea. But I'm not supposed to leave my post.
I won't tell if you take off for a bit.
Thanks. You're a real friend. I'm just so curious.
Otis can't wait to see you either. Have fun! Great, the coast is clear. I've heard that editing holy books doesn't go down too well, although that wouldn't make much of a difference here. I've heard that the canon, it's a bunch of torn and thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an abomination. Or here, whosoever lieth with a man as with a woman, they have done that which is an abomination. So they only lie with women. Logical.
You find that logical?
Or this bit here. For I say unto you, none of the men who were invited will taste my sacrament. So instead they enjoy eating men. Consistently.
I hope you never make up a holy book of your own.
Better not. I'm not going in there voluntarily. And even if I could get something out of there, I still wouldn't. Those two things won't work together. This seems to be a recruitment brochure. I'll just take it with me. Looks like the cannibals are looking for new recruits. Looking for a new challenge? Are your feminine skills not being valued? Our female cannibal tribe is always looking for motivated personnel. No previous experience as a cannibal required. Nice freezer. Maybe I can do something with it. I'll take a photo of it. I have enough photos of women. Maybe I should put it on so that it slows me down a little. Do you need anything else?
Oh, Alan, but I passed the time, and with planning, did you know?
I prefer to have...
Oh,
I'm afraid I have to run now.
oh, what a pity.
But I'm not wearing it. The cannibal's prison freezer. That can only be used with electricity. That's fine.
Larry, if some of the founding fathers died here in the archipelago,
And there are lots of graves here.
sometimes you even think along.
But I can't just dig up every grave in the area. We have to know which one we want. There's something written on it. Instant contact with the dead. Please add something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased. Wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. I'm not sticking my finger in there. That looks pretty poisonous. Yikes! A skeletal hand! Oops! I broke a finger off it. Well, that will have to do. I can't do anything. One finger will do. I'll just give it a tap. All right, that's it. No harm done. It's gonna stay a grave, too, without me having to feel it to convince myself. I don't need to be touching that. I touched a grave just a little while ago. No. My fingers are strange, too, but they don't need to touch a grave. Why would I want that? I'm not touching that. No, I think I'll keep my hands off that. I don't mess around with graves. I'm definitely gonna leave them alone. These are so far out, they probably only bury freelancers here. It's a pirate's death for me. Died of boredom. If you can read this, you're standing on my tits. I said over my dead body, and boy was I right. For some it's a grave, for me it's the world's smallest mausoleum. I wonder if there's a pie buried there too. At least I don't have to get up in the morning. Adventures are dead. I said bury me at Wounded Knee. The gravestone reads, if it moves, you can screw it. Wait a minute. Bobby said that's the Cockburn motto. This must be his grave. There's a note. I'll take it with me. This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. I don't need that. I have a strong sense of direction. I'm not a woman. Just lint. Empty. There's something golden in this pocket. I'll take that. Bobby will be happy. That's a strange signet ring. It's way too big for a finger. And what's with that funny little knob? Nothing in there. No longer usable. I bet there was rum in it. No longer usable. The compass still works. Amazing.
It's a
Exactly. I don't need... This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. Can I have the stone from the lobby? It's really pretty.
The only way I'd let it out of my hands is if I were to get another memento of Regibald Cockburn. It's supposed to have some... It's that, of course, but then... If she doesn't have any...
Look, Bobby, I have your family's signet ring.
What? That's really it? The legendary signet ring. I never thought I'd actually get to hold it.
Don't mention it. Can I have the stone in the lobby now?
Of course, but I should first make sure that the signet ring works properly.
What do you mean? So that's how a signet ring works.
Not all of them.
I'll let you know if I find another one. What the hell was that?
No idea. It sounded like it came from the lobby. Kip's probably fooling around again.
This time, I was faster. Want it? Then show me what you can do and find me. But I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so bound by me? There you'll find a clue. And the other clue is hidden where John sits. If you're as good as I think you are, that should be enough. I'll put the note in my pocket. Okay, let's see what I can do. Those could be coordinates. Some numbers. Some numbers. Locked, but I can hear someone in there breathing pretty heavily. Those look like some kind of coordinates. Oh, a submarine. I'd love to have one of these myself. Jan Mai sure picked a nice place for our next meeting.
You think a submarine is a nice place?
I've never had sex underwater. Hiya. I'm sure I'm looking sharp.
State secret passphrase to open door.
The blackbird is silent when the moon is in the north.
Passphrase incorrect. Leave.
I can't just open it. I have to enter a code first.
State secret passphrase to open door.
Oh, just shut your spy hole.
Passphrase incorrect. Leave. State secret passphrase to open door.
Is it something with that Ken guy again?
Passphrase incorrect. Leave.
Those look like some kind of coordinates. That would be I don't need an locked. What happened to the stone that was in the cabinet?
What, the golden thingy?
That's right.
It's not there anymore?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh, man.
Was someone working on the cabinet?
Dude, it's the biggest attraction we got. People are always standing around staring at it.
There are hardly any guests in the hotel.
That's so not true. I see lots of them.
There aren't many real guests at the hotel.
Okay, that might be a thing. But I remember this woman in a dress. She was muttering something about her submarine.
And you only remember that now?
You mean she was real?
Who stole the gold figure from the cabinet again?
She muttered something about...
Relax. Some numbers. Those. I'm leaving.
If she does.
State secret passphrase to open door.
The blackbird is silent.
Passphrase incorrect. Leave.
Those can't be combined.
Hey, you!
Oh, no.
Thanks for setting me up with Otis.
No problem. Matchmaking is one of my specialties. So, how was it?
Oh, it was incredible. Your thing was so small and wrinkled. Otis's, on the other hand, was huge. Well, after a while, and so hard, and it smelled so good, as opposed to yours, just limp and hung there. And besides...
I get it already.
Well, anyway, I wanted to say thank you. And in return, I'm going to let you go. But don't you dare tell anyone. Oh, and try not to do anything stupid. My sisters still don't like you.
I'll do my best.
But you might earn their favor if you were to drive off Sister Superior's ghost.
That won't...
And it was particularly bad again last night?
Yeah, I could hardly sleep. She was haunting us until dawn, gliding all over the place, whispering.
I hate it when she whispers.
Can you understand what she says?
Something about wanting to protect us.
Maybe it'd be better if she let us get a good night's sleep. Hey, who's that? What? Come out!
Don't worry, it's only me.
Didn't we lock you up?
Apparently, it was a miscarriage of justice.
Well, you can be happy that we haven't eaten you yet.
Oh, I am.
Don't listen to him, he's lying.
Come on.
And don't let us catch you trying to escape again.
Who are you talking about?
Sister Superior, she haunts this place.
If she would only just leave us alone.
Can I talk to Faith for a minute? I'll just be a sec.
No.
Faith, please.
Back to prison with him.
Move it, you.
And this time, stay in there.
I'm not gonna get anywhere with them this way. I'm gonna have to get rid of that ghost first. Better not. That's fine. There's something written on it. Instant contact with the dead. Please add something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased. Wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. There's something written on it. Instant something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased. Wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. That won't better not. Good idea. Those can't. That won't. 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 Good idea. Those can't. This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. There's a G on the column. That must have been what Cockburn meant in his diary. This is the starting point for his directions. I always thought a G never marked the spot.
You should be proud of yourself for even finding that spot.
It was pretty ticklish, though. Oh, God, there's a dead body lying there. Is that Lady Gobbledick?
Unlikely. Unless you became a mail carrier.
Oh, right. That explains all those FedSex packages. Look, I think this is a suicide note. It's addressed to someone named Wilson. I think I should just leave it where it is.
Good call.
Pi, I found it. This must be Lady Gobbledick's secret grave.
A secret grave in a rather exposed location.
No time to lose.
You seem to be developing a taste for digging graves.
I can't dig that with my hands. Why does that always happen to me when I try to get close to women?
Fate.
I think I can still make out the coffin, but I'd have to get a better fix on it. I'm not going to swim there. It's a long way down. No, for once I'm not going to throw myself off the edge. It's a long way down. I'm not going to... The coffin floated over there somewhere, with the Keystone. I can't quite make out its exact location from here. Pi, maybe I can use the telescope to find Lady Gobbledick's coffin at sea.
Good idea. Give it a try.
So, let's see. That's Lady Gobbledick's coffin. I guess it didn't really make it that far. It looks like the coffin is exactly midway between Muffington Island and Gofuku Island. Pi, can you triangulate the... What do you call it? Triangulate the coordinates?
That's not how it works, Larry. You'll just have to guess the exact position on the map.
Deduction. The hand symbolizes that she was reaching for eternal life.
Or maybe just that she has a hand because she's human.
That could also be the case. Deduction. Lady Gobbledick stole some gold from Regibald Cockburn, and he killed her.
That's nonsense, Larry.
Deduction. Deduction. The earring is part of a cursed Aztec treasure.
The only thing cursing around here is me.
Deduction. The fan is an indication that she sustained a facial injury that she wanted to conceal.
And even if it were true, it still wouldn't help.
Deduction. She combed the entire island, but never found the Keystone.
Then you're no better than she was.
There's still some wiry hair on the comb. Those two things won't work together. That's fine. That won't... Better not. That's fine. That won't... Better not. That's fine. Granted, fresh air and a... Granted, fresh air and a... An earring without an ear. The hand is empty. There are probably coins in there. Deduction. I'll take the letter with me. It says, "My beloved Regibald, I'm afraid my time is running out. I fear I may suffer from consumption. I can barely breathe. Forever yours, Lady Gobbledick." She was having trouble breathing. That won't help. It said, "My bill, I'm afraid. I fear I can bear forever." Good idea. Deduction.
Or maybe...
That could all... Deduction. Deduction.
The only thing...
Deduction.
Then...
Deduction.
And even...
Open wide and say ah. There's something in her throat. I think I can get it out. It's part of the Keystone. Many thanks, milady.
Mr. Wang? Hello? Nobody here? I should come back later. Then again, now I could find out something about him. Yes! He had security cameras installed throughout the company, except for in his own office, of course. Oh, I have to hurry. Not even password protected. Oh, wait. That's not, this can't be. Mr. Wang can display whatever any PiPhone camera in the world is seeing on his computer. He has a folder here with his favorite scenes. Oh, the thumbnails alone are bad enough. Although, this is interesting. No, Nari. Don't click it. In any case, Mr. Wang is spying on everyone's bedrooms out there. When I think about the secret project, he could use that too. Oh, God. I can't let that happen. It's time for resistance.
Larry, something I've always wanted to ask you.
What is it?
What would you consider the best possible life? So what would make a perfect day for you?
Oh, I can imagine a lot of things. Of course, I would be happily married to a beautiful woman.
Who does all the housework while you put your feet up?
No way. How old-fashioned do you think I am? We'd have a maid for that.
Of course.
First off, on a perfect day, I'd sleep in real late, and then my beautiful wife would call me to breakfast.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Blue cheese quiche on an orange mirror with croquembouche.
I always knew you had exquisite taste.
Oh, you mean that really exists?
And what's your favorite drink at breakfast?
Fresh black hot coffee, boy.
Of course. And you like it when your wife serves you like that, huh?
What do you take me for? Some kind of chauvinist? The maid can do all that, of course.
Well, maybe it's the maid's day off.
But I wouldn't complain if my wife did all that for me.
Okay, good to know.
That is Lady Gobbledick's Keystone shaft.